The enterprise network today is a conglomeration of technology. Bits and pieces from different time periods have been bolted together as companies try to maintain backward compatibility with legacy systems while adding new state-of-the-art capabilities. From the point of view of the enterprise network manager, status quo doesn't last long. For example, the business manager wants a new application made available to his workers to increase their productivity. This next-generation application is for collaborative computing. It allows employees in different locations to work on the same documents at the same time. One user initiates the collaborative computing session, and other users link in. When an application like a word processor is launched, everyone in the session can see it. When a file is opened, everyone can interact with it as if it were on his or her own machine. They can edit, add, delete, paste in content from other documents, and collaboratively complete a document that requires input from many people. The collaborative computing application works by setting up a link through the network that connects the users. The link is alive with data being passed back and forth as the documents are edited and monitors are refreshed with the changes. As the collaborators open more applications and documents, more real-time data is transmitted. Data collisions on the network increase, and throughput slows to a crawl. The network manager works to rebalance loads, and after time-consuming maintenance, manages to restore the network. The productivity of the early adopters increases rather dramatically, and the business manager directs that everyone in the department learn this new way of doing business. As more people begin to use the application, the available bandwidth of the network is exceeded. The network chokes. The network manager has done all he can to keep the current network alive. He needs to upgrade something to handle the increased traffic. He approaches the company's financial manager, requesting new capital to upgrade the LAN infrastructure. Because productivity has increased, revenues have increased, and the company can afford to outlay the capital. The financial manager approves the request. The network manager replaces his 10 base T Ethernet hubs with 100 base T hubs, increasing bandwidth by tenfold. Now all the users who need to use the new application can do so without choking the network. Productivity continues to increase, and so do revenues. The company opens a branch office in another city. The network manager researches ways to link the local area networks in each office. One method involves leasing a line from the phone company through the local loop. This line would connect to a wide area network node, from which the company would lease a private line to the other city. This is a long-distance line, and typically is the most expensive link in the chain. This line would then connect to a corresponding local loop line in the other city. Another method would be to use the internet to connect the LANs in the two cities. Because the internet is an amalgamation of many different networks, data throughput is often unreliable. Congestion is common, and delays can cause a system to become unworkable, particularly for those applications that require real-time connectivity. A third method is available from Enron Communications and the E-powered channel network. This new state-of-the-art intelligent network can deliver not only increased bandwidth, but also additional services, all over one connection. The network manager learns that he can connect to this new network through his local internet service provider. Pricing is based on actual bandwidth usage, and he finds that this is the most cost-effective solution on the market. That will keep the financial manager happy. Now the bandwidth-hungry applications can be redeployed, and the business manager is also happy. The departments that create the load fund the costs. And having other professionals keeping the wide area links working makes the network manager happy. He can now focus on his internal network. With Enron Communications and the E-powered channel network, everyone can be happy. It's tomorrow's network, today.